expired somewhere around August. Found out this week that my bills since then have been approximately $13,000 out of pocket because I have no insurance.
It is a double whammy. No job and no health insurance. And many boomers are in far worse shape than Michael Blattman. Some have turned to free clinics, such as this one in Knoxville, Tennessee, run by Remote Area Medical Volunteer Corps.
Everybody is a volunteer here, and we're just delighted to be able to provide some small service for you.
It's just one indication that the healthcare crisis really is an economic crisis, and for the boomers, it may only get tougher.
If they've done their homework, then they'll be afraid, very afraid.
Harvard financial historian Neil Ferguson says it won't be easy to care for a generation with ailing bodies and many more years to live.
Do the children of baby boomers know what's coming to them as a result of what's happening with their parents and the aging process and the requirements of that?
Well, it depends whether they've studied financial history and demographics, because the baby boomers have set us on a path towards a massive fiscal crisis, which is going to hit as the baby boomers retire.
The recession, although devastating, will pass, but what may bring lasting harm to the boomer generation's financial well-being are healthcare costs that will only rise as they age. By the time all boomers are 65, the senior population will have grown from 40 million now to about 72 million. Who will pay their medical bills?
And this thing is going to blow up because A, the number of retirees is about to zoom upwards, just the way the number of teenagers once zoomed upwards in the 50s and 60s and 70s, and B, because the costs of these systems are completely out of control.
The strain the number of boomers will put on the healthcare system could overwhelm the economy. If current trends continue, in 20 years, almost a third of everything we spend on goods and services will be spent on medical care.
The cost of healthcare for the elderly has just been explosive. And that is the crisis which seems to me to be the really big crisis lying ahead of us, that we simply don't have an answer as a society to the problem of a very large number of relatively unhealthy people who live into their 80s.
Michael Blattman and other boomers have awakened to a new reality. Their long-cherished belief that their lives would inevitably improve over time may no longer be true.
Is there a cautionary tale that your generation needs to be conveying to your children, and in some instances to your grandchildren, as a result of this experience?
Never assume things will be better tomorrow than they are today. It doesn't mean you're going to be worse off. Just don't take things for granted and enjoy what you have.
Have you given up hope?
Never. Never.
Coming up, one of the greatest actors of his generation pays a debt to the greatest generation.
They went to college on the GI Bill. They built us homes that looked great with nice lawns. And the freedom that was created by them was enjoyed by
the boomers,
their kids.
Tom Hanks on History and Hollywood when Boomers returns.
The CNBC program is sponsored by Ally Bank, designed around the idea of doing right by you.
Good job. Keep going.
You took my egg.
It's an egg management fee.
What does that even mean?
Egg management fee.
Even kids know it's wrong to take other people's stuff. That's why at Ally Bank, we don't eat away at your savings with fees, and we offer rates among the most competitive in the country. It's just the right thing to do.
I keep track of my entire business on this spreadsheet. And all of these.
Paid invoices go right here. Bang.
That hasn't been paid yet.
What?
All my business information is just a phone call away to my wife, who's not answering.
There's a better way to run your business. Intuit QuickBooks Online organizes your business in one place. It easily creates invoices and helps you stay on top of your business. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, this is way better.
Get a 30-day free trial at Intuit.com.
What are you doing?
Calling Chase Sapphire, seeing if we have enough points to stay longer.
Now? You don't have enough time. You have to push all those buttons.
No buttons. Someone answers every time.
You're right.
That's your massage?
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Julie. I have a question about my points.
Hi, what button do I press for a massage?
Hello? Chase Sapphire. You call, we answer, no waiting. Just press right here. Go to chase.com/sapphire. Chase what matters. The Cadillac CTS Sports Sedan. One of Car and Driver's 10 best for the third year in a row. And now, for qualified current lessees, Cadillac announces the new Luxury Collection lease.
The best and the smartest under one roof. Like Shaq and Ben, you already enjoy the best TV experience. And now you can make your Comcast experience even better by adding Comcast high-speed internet for just $24.99 a month for 6 months. Then, thousands of the hit movies and shows you already watch on TV can be watched online, anywhere, anytime, with the speed you need to enjoy them. Call 1-800-COMCAST today and add Comcast high-speed internet for just $24.99 a month for 6 months.
A storm is brewing. Manny Pacquiao, the world's #1 fighter and 7-time world champion, continues to fight anyone, anywhere. And now he takes on his biggest challenge yet. Pacquiao faces devastating brawler and former world champion Joshua Grandmaster Clottey.
Unable to get Clottey's great wall of Ghana. Order Pacquiao versus Clottey with your remote on channel 501 or call 1-800-COMCAST.
This is CNBC Originals.
Every week, every night, CNBC is the destination for access with the experience it takes to go where few cameras are ever allowed. Go inside the best of the business world with the finest prime time on television. Every week, every night. Brought to you by the best team in business. Go inside with CNBC Originals every week, every night.
Lucy, the Lone Ranger.
Fuck it to me!
Run, Forrest, run!
In a culture that disposes of celebrities just as quickly as it creates them, there are a few stars as enduring as Tom Hanks.
I don't know what to say. This is a pinch me moment.
Long before he conquered Hollywood, Hanks was captivated by it. Just another baby boomer growing up in Oakland, California, spellbound by a new and vivid kind of movie making.
Every generation comes along with filmmakers that come along and change everything. I go to the movies, and I knew that there was a very distinctive difference between seeing Taxi Driver when it came out and True Grit. One was extremely old school, made in this old way, and yet there was this new thing in Taxi Driver that was suddenly much smaller and yet much more focused and much more scary.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
In this new form of filmmaking, he found an authenticity, a perfect fit for his personality. He's built a career playing regular guys who convey a quiet integrity and decency, as he did in Castaway.
I knew, somehow, that I had to stay alive.
Tom Hanks, everyman, is one of us, and he's thought a lot about his generation.
Baby boomers are not selfish people. We've paid attention, and I think we still have faith in the idea that we can wake up in the morning, and by choosing to do some things and by choosing not to do some others, we can actually make the world a better place.
In one of his most memorable roles, Hanks paid tribute not to the boomers, but to their fathers. Understanding one generation helps to understand another. We talked about that when we were both on hand for a ceremony at the World War II Museum in New Orleans, which he helped finance. You've played a lot of roles. None more memorable in my judgment than Captain John Miller in Saving Private Ryan.
I just know that every man I kill, the farther away from home I feel.
Did that have any effect, playing that role?